Hello, grade 3, grade 4. This is our last video on lowercase cursive writing. We are only left with 3 letters today. We have M, N, and Z. And then I put a bunch of words for you to practice. There's nothing really special about these letters. We could have had them the other couple days. So we'll get right into it. After today, you have every single lowercase letter, and you should be able to practice all the words with, you should be able to practice writing any letter and writing any word you want in lowercase. It's important that when you are practicing, have your sheets with you, have them around with you, keep them nearby, and if you need to look at them to remind you what the letters look like or where they start or where they end, then you have your sheets with you, and you can always pull these videos back up. They're going to be on YouTube and they're not going anywhere. So let's get started. This will be a much shorter lesson. All right, so the first letter we have is the letter M. And unlike printing, the letter M in cursive has 3 humps. You would start at the bottom, up to the dotted line and down. You go straight back up on the same line, a second hump, back up on the same line to the dotted line and a third hump, and you give it a tail after coming back down to the black line, give it a tail. So it's 3 humps. So it's up and down, up and down, up and down. 3 humps for a cursive letter M. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, and what you want to really concentrate on is you go up and down the same line. You do not want to have this, where you have loops inside of it. Loops inside are bad. You want to make sure you go up and down on the same line. You need to practice going up and down on the same line so that the M has sticks in the middle of it and not loops in the middle of it. So if you're doing a couple M's stuck together, M, M together. And the more you practice, the faster you're going to get at moving your pencil across your page. Remember to tilt your page whichever way makes it easier for you to write, most likely tilting it to the left, regardless if you're left-handed or right-handed. The letter N actually looks like a printed letter M. An N in cursive has 2 humps. So 2 humps for an N. Again, leading up, up, and down. Make sure that you stay, when you go back up, you have your pencil on the same line going back up. You don't want to have a loop in it. So 2 N's would be up and down. There's 1 N, up and down. There's a second N. Up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. And you want to make sure that the spacing between the humps is consistent. You do not want to have something like that where it gets narrow then wide. Okay, that would be no good. You want to keep it spaced consistently. Okay, so there's your letter N. And our last letter of the day is a Z. And you're going to be like, well, why did you stick Z with M and N? Well, because a Z is actually a single hump, like an N. M has 3 humps, N has 2 humps, Z is 1 hump. You do 1 hump back to the black line, and then you actually go below the line and do a half of a C, and then you come straight back across the black line. That's a letter Z, everybody, in cursive. So it's 1 hump, the letter C below the line, a backward C, okay, across the line. So you could think of it as well as doing 1 hump, the top part of a number 3, and then cross the line. So a hump, top of a 3, cross the line. Hump, top of 3, cross the line. Hump, top of 3, cross the line. That is a letter Z in cursive writing. You're going to be like, huh? You could also think of it as doing just a number 3, then cross the line. Okay, so if I go back here, think of drawing the number 3, where the top part of the 3 is above the line, the bottom part of the number 3 is below the line, and then cross. And you can think of drawing your Z's that way. Top of the 3 above the line, bottom of the 3 below the line, and then cross. So if you're doing 2 Z's stuck together, draw your number 3 and cross, draw your number 3 and cross. Those are our 3 letters for today. Now you can practice any word you want in cursive writing. I have given you the words mistake, yesterday, crazy, extravagant, behavior, fabulous, jeopardize, and squawked. The reason I picked all these words is if you practice these 7 words, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, actually 8 words, you will have practiced and written every single letter of the alphabet. So mistake, it's the letter M. 1, 2, 3 humps. 1 for I. S, go up, kick out the belly. T, A, K, up, over, E on an angle. Cross your T, dot your I, mistake. Yesterday, Y, E, back and over. S, kick it out. T, up. E, angle, over. R, down, over. D, back and over. A, up, back and over. Y is like the letter U, halfway down and around. Yesterday, go back and cross your T. Crazy, C, back and over. R, down, over, and around. A, up and over. Z is from today, so it's like the number 3, the top of the 3 on the above the black line, the bottom of the 3 below the black line. Crazy. Then you got the Y, the U above, the Y, the bottom, the Y below. Extravagant, E. It's just the word extra. X, T, R, A, V, A, G, A, N, T. Extravagant. Don't go back and cross your T or your X until the entire word is written. Behavior. B, E, H, A, V, I, O, U, I-O-U-R. Go back and dot your R, or your I mean. Fabulous. F-A-B-U-L-O-U-S. Fabulous. Jeopardize. J-E-O-P-A-R-D-I-Z-E. Jeopardize in your last word is squawked. S-Q-U-A-W. Right up to your K, into your E, into your D. Squawked. You have now learned all your cursive writing. You have now learned all your lowercase letters. We'll work on uppercase letters next, but you can practice those 3 letters today. You can practice all the words you want, and you can now be writing anything you want, everything you want in cursive writing, taking your time. The more you practice, the better your hand will get at doing it, the better your mind will get at doing it, and you'll start to remember it without having to think about it. The less you have to think when you write, the easier it becomes. Soon it'll just be your hand and your mind, your brain will do it automatically, and there won't be any more thinking about, well, where does this go? Where does that go? Where do I start? Where do I finish? It just, your hand and your brain just start doing it, and it becomes a lot less thinking and more automatic. Good luck, grade 3 and grade 4.